is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Brian, and I love Hallmark Christmas and July movies.
I'm Brian. I like Hallmark Christmas and July movies.
Dan and I despise Hallmark Christmas and July movies, and this is the
Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
What's wrong?
I'll Brian on the screen again.
That's so funny. I was literally just thinking about how the first time you saw the intro, you were so mad at yourself, and you just did it again.
I did it again. I caught
and we hadn't even talked about it.
No.
I was watching the intro, and I was thinking about how funny it was, how mad you got it yourself.
Oh, there's a delay between screens in the house here, and I thought I was safe, and then I marked safe from seeing my own image, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw Dan's screen where it's on a delay, and there I was. My Uggo Muggo.
There you go.
Your Uggo Muggo.
Well, hello, everybody.
Let go my Uggo Muggo.
Happy Tuesday to you. Talking about our second Hallmark Christmas in July movie, Oh Little Christmas Market. And excited to dive into that. Also excited about Bramble Fest that's happening this weekend.
Yeah.
Brian, you're going to be there?
I think I'm planning to go.
Yeah,
I got it on the calendar, so the plan is to go.
Every Bramble Jam podcast host in one room together.
That's right.
First
It
year
shouldn't
we've
be
ever
legal. It
accomplished.
shouldn't be allowed,
Right?
What if something
I
happens?
think everyone is there.
Every single Bramble Jam host, which is wild.
So that's exciting. Also,
Yeah.
we have, if you're watching on YouTube, What's in This Box?
Oh, what is
What
it?
is it?
What is in that box?
I don't
is
actually
in
know what's
that
in that box.
box?
Do you know what's in that box?
I got an inkling there. Oh, I do. Okay.
What is in that
Okay.
box?
All right. You're going to want to be there
Oh,
for that.
yeah, I know what's in the box.
What's in the box?
That's right.
We're very excited about it. We are, of course, doing some favorites. You'll gavel, Christmas morning.
That's a favorite?
Yeah, of course.
What's Christmas morning? Have you heard of
So
this?
it's the show with the honk honk.
Hong Kong.
Oh,
Got
the
it.
show, the bit show.
with Gary and the weather.
Yes, Gary and the weather.
the-
The disc list.
It's the TV guide show.
Dis
The
list,
disc
of
we're doing.
course. You'll gavel.
Some new favorites, such as Making the Merge,
That's
which
right.
is going to be a lot of fun. We're also doing more Deck the Hallmark than we ever have
3
before.
Deck the Hallmark episodes.
Including a festive Friday where we're watching a movie called Christmas Stoda with a Prince, and I cannot
Stress
emphasize
to you,
enough
Champ Dog
how
has done
important,
it.
how
They are the
important-
champions.
It is an hour, 10 minutes. If you have the time, go check that out. I
Where
think it'll
is
be
that?
very helpful.
Where do you watch it?
Wherever you find movies.
Prime, we watched it on the Prime,
It's
but
at
it-
every-
It's everywhere. Okay.
every
You
place
can't
that has
miss it.
movies. Yes.
And then Eternals for a little Marvel Monday action. We're excited about talking about that. And of course,
Decom Descendants. We're doing the new Descendants
that's
movie.
exactly right.
That's right.
Descendants Wicked Wonderland comes out on Thursday night on the Disney Channel. We're going to be reviewing it at Rainbow Fest. And of course, Brad Guy, you'll be closing this whole thing off with the Marcus Ross
Closing it
joint,
right off.
Snowbound for the holidays.
That classic
how
saying.
does it feel to be closing it up?
Close it up.
Closing
People
it
have
off.
always said you should be out there closing
You're a
stuff
closer.
off.
You always be closing
That's
off. You know what I
ABC.
mean?
Oh, yeah, it feels good. It's a big responsibility with
is.
everybody. The whole front row is going to be all the other hosts just staring daggers and thinking
Yeah.
they should be up
Anytime
there,
you
and
get
they
the
should
Saturday
be.
night show,
Yeah, it's big. Now,
typically the worst thing we do all
Yeah,
weekend
that's true. The biggest
is
letdown.
the last
Which
show
is
before
my
karaoke.
actual
Yeah.
nickname.
all everybody wants to do is
Is
karaoke,
karaoke.
and I get
Yeah.
it. I'm already
Yeah.
thinking about it. Braga, I do want to ask you. I know last year you were put in charge of lighting the Christmas tree. This year we have more Christmas tree lightings on the schedule for
Yeah.
than
We've
ever
We've not
before.
talked about this. We're not doing 2 Christmas tree lightings. That's ridiculous.
Right, we're doing more.
more
We're definitely
than two,
doing
it looks
2.
like.
We just need to do one
Yeah.
on Friday night like we've always done it. You
Right.
just accidentally wrote it in the schedule and didn't
So-
change it.
Right, I accidentally only put 2. I think we're doing 1 every time. Every time we come in.
You mean when we do Who, What, When? Another show we're doing, South Carolina Public Radio. I had to write one of those this morning.
That's right.
When we just do that on its own in the middle of the Saturday afternoon.
That might be the exception.
Okay,
to the
so
rule.
we can light a tree every time
But
aside from that.
What I want to know is how's that prep coming? I know that you are the
This-
Christmas tree lighting aficionado.
People might not know that.
Yes, you have figured out fun
Christmas
ways
tree
to kind of
lighting
turn things on.
aficionado, yes, of course.
Or like how's the prep coming? How's the planning going? How's the stretches?
Yeah,
going?
imagine my surprise when I looked at the schedule and noticed more than one on it a couple of
Because
days
it was
ago.
a mistake, and Brand sent it out that way.
I've only been preparing for one, and so having to up the preparation, very unexpected.
Right,
So I would.
but I knew you could do it.
Well,
that's why I didn't even think it was a big
This
deal.
is how you get better. People push you beyond what you think is possible, and you rise to the occasion. And so, we may not technically be able to do more than I physically might not be
I
able,
think
to, be
one
able
is
to
the
do more
number
than
of
one.
Christmas
So,
tree lightings
I mean,
that
we'll
should
see
happen.
how many physically I can handle.
But also, it's not. I'm sorry. So then we have a schedule for all the hosts, right? We have a schedule for all the hosts that goes out. Brand sent it to me, and we needed to make no less than 6 corrections on it.
right?
He
Pretty good.
put the schedule out with the tree lightings on it without talking to anybody.
Well, he learned his lesson that
He
when
learned
he
his
sends you
lesson
something, you're going to
because,
correct it.
Yes, there should be one tree lighting.
we did that one together. That's why I didn't send it to you. We wrote that one together.
I never saw 2 tree. We had to talk about when the tree lighting should be.
Right.
And then you sent it
I
out with
decided
both.
to do too. You're right. I felt good about that.
Executive decision.
Yeah.
There's going to be a Friday noon tree lighting.
I think it's important.
Just sunlight pouring through the windows.
Will the lights turn on? You won't be able to tell.
Even at 6 p.m.
When are we
sunlight
going to
will be
do
pouring
the
in.
show where we announce everybody and they come down the middle aisle? When are we going to do that?
Yeah, I think probably split it up half and half. Maybe we do some for every segment.
There you go.
You
Oh,
know,
God.
we call them down.
What
I
a
don't
clown
know.
show.
Come on down.
It's gonna be a lot of fun though.
Can they get tickets still in person? No. Can they get tickets virtually though, Brady?
Yes, virtually you can. DegTheHomer.com/fest. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll join us midday on Friday for our first
tree
tree lighting
lighting.
ceremony.
No.
I mean, it makes sense to do a tree lighting before Festive Friday, though. That's what we're kicking off the day with, so it makes sense to do a tree
Yeah.
lighting
But by
there.
that stretch, it makes sense to do one for every
I agree.
thing.
Ooh.
No.
No, I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Thank you.
We have a quorum?
You got there.
By that
Gavel-
measure.
gavel
I didn't
that
say
in.
it does. By that
No,
measure, it
but
does.
it took you longer than I wanted it to, but you got there, and I
There's
appreciate that.
talk in the chat of the snow machine brand.
Oh, yeah.
That was something we did years ago. That's
Right.
not a part of.
It was like 2 years ago.
And that was
Yeah.
a bit where we just Beth Ann.
Oh, yeah,
LaBrosse
just
Smith
snowed her right in.
Just killed with snow.
we wouldn't. I don't think we're bringing that.
I don't even know where it is.
Why
We'd have
wouldn't-
to.
There's no way to know.
We'd have to
true.
dig through a bunch of storage.
Yeah. So I wouldn't dress for it. No. Like I wouldn't. Like don't. You
What
don't
do you
need.
mean?
You don't, well, you
What-
don't need to like bring a poncho.
Leave your ponchos at home.
You don't need to bring a poncho.
Hey,
or
one less thing you got to
anything.
pack.
One less thing you got to pack.
One less lonely girl, as Justin
Stow
Bieber
your
says.
poncho.
Stow your ponchos. Okay. Oh, a little Christmas markets is what we're talking about today.
Rolls
you
off
guys
the
ready?
tongue. Yeah, ma'am.
Bad title.
Terrible title.
July 11th. Dan, can you make heads or tails of it? A little Christmas market?
Oh, little Christmas market? No, is it
So
a little town
Brand?
of
I think
Bethlehem?
it's
Oh,
I
you
think
guys
it's
are
like
right
a
in
play on a little town of Bethlehem. And Brian put together that this movie takes place in Pennsylvania, so close to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So maybe that's
You guys
the
are
time.
giving this movie so much more credit than it
Oh,
deserves.
little Christmas market. What do we do with all the storage containers?
This reminded me of just the Tiny Town episode of Arrested Development.
Sure.
That's all
I
it
can see how
reminded
you
me
got
of.
there. July 11th, 2026 is when it premiered, and it went a little something like this. Olivia really loves herself some miniatures. She makes those really neat custom mini Christmas villages, but it's just a hobby. She also helps run the family inn. She just made a miniature to honor her dad's famous Christmas market in town, which she also helps run. We then meet Grayson, an architect who is not allowed to show his flair and is feeling a bit frustrated at work because his dad keeps telling him to just do what we do. Don't try to do anything with flair. Olivia and Grayson both find themselves at the train station where every train is delayed. They bump into each other and start talking and naturally begin decorating the only tree in the train station that is not decorated yet. And that leads to them talking. They take quite the liking to each other, but she ends up having to run to catch her train while he's off taking a phone call, so she doesn't get to say goodbye. So she leaves her card on his briefcase, but he doesn't see it because it falls to the ground. It's tough. How are they ever going to see each other again. Well, the next day, she finds out that the owner of the land that the market is on is planning to sell. That would be goodbye to the markets. And when she goes to talk to the owner about it, guess who shows up? You guessed it, it's Grayson. He's there to talk about his plans for the land because apparently they're going to sell it to that company. And when she hears this, she really turns on him. He insists that he's not trying to ruin anything. He just does it naturally. He's just doing his job. She shows him what all would be lost if they can't do the market anymore, and they then insist that he buys something from every booth to help out. Since you're going to destroy it, you might as well do something. It doesn't take long for him to realize just how special this Christmas market is. And so they work together to come up with a design that'll work for everyone and save the market. When his dad finds out that his son is not working on the design that he asked for, but instead he's using flair, he's not pleased. Just do your daggum job, son. They reworked the plan to make the building a co-working space with the market outside, which will save money due to tax breaks and stuff. There are shipping containers. I think there's tax. It doesn't matter. It's good, though, because his dad likes it, but he ends up resigning from the business before she pitches it. She pitches it. Dad goes for it, thinks this idea is great. Everyone also encourages her to open up her own miniatures art space to follow her passions. He tells her that Grayson has a layover at the train station in Philly where they meet, or they met in the first place, and now they will meet there again. And so she rushes to catch him, and they end up kissing. And that, my friends, was us!
Oh, little Christmas market, still we see thee lie.
I don't think 2 tree
We did it.
lightings is enough. We should do one
This is so
every
stupid. This is a dumb
5
conversation.
minutes.
Should we have like a bell that
one
rings?
tree-
I
lighting
agree,
Friday
Dan.
night.
This conversation is dumb. I'm happy that you saw where I'm coming from. We should do some on Saturday. I agree. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll break this movie down here on Deck
Check
the
the
Hallmark. Pack your ponchos. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're talking about a little Christmas market today, our second of 4 Christmas in July movies. 4 movies in July. I mean, it's this
Man.
basically the holiday
They
season.
get you.
They get me. One every
Yeah.
week. What are we doing? Let's share our thoughts on it. We're going to start with the hot take. It's where we share exactly how we felt about this movie. We do not hold back. I'll start with you, Bry Guy Bry. A little Christmas market. A little bit of fun.
Thanks, Bran.
Save it for Saturday night, Brand.
Write that down.
Yeah.
I fear that I came
fear?
into this very confident. After watching this, I'm like, oh, my take is going to be right in line. This is going to be great. We're all going to have a good time. And the closer we're getting, now that we're here at the hot take, I fear my take is different than a lot of people's take.
Was it that I showed you some of my notes?
No. It's just, I don't know, a vibe. And I checked a couple of the comments in our double decker group, and I was like, huh, okay, all right. So
I didn't check the comments there.
After I watched it, I peeked in there because I was wondering. I'm like, am I losing my mind? And I think I am because it's Christmas in July. We can be a little edgy here, so I'm going to go ahead and just say, holy crap! I had a blast with this movie. I had a really good time. I liked
Dude,
it.
are you
say
okay?
holy
Are you
crap?
high?
I said, holy crap! Do you need to bleep?
No,
I'm sorry.
no, it's okay.
You said it twice too.
Yeah. I
One
sneaked- I
more,
snuck
one
it.
hard
more, and we
C's.
have
Oh,
to
we
do
have
the
to?
explicit
Okay.
tag.
I just, I really, really like this movie. I expected a very middle of the road, we're going to have an okay time. I'm not feeling Christmas at all. And right off the bat, the writing felt very witty and original to me.
What?
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought that it was really
Witty
funny.
and original.
Yeah, I thought it was
melt
funny.
my heart with Christmas
No,
again.
I thought it was better. I thought it was a lot better. Really funny to me.
By the way, you like that movie.
I
Melt
did
My
like that
Heart
one. Yeah,
with
so
Christmas.
it was
You were pretty
already
high on it.
ahead of the pack in that sense.
God.
So, I mean, I see,
What are we doing?
like, I felt like I get the argument that, and this is a lot of what I saw in the chat, in our double decker chat, was the argument that the people who want to sell the land and the people who want to develop on the land aren't really that bad.
They're not.
Like, right. I get that side of it, but I also enjoyed that she had sort of she had an emotional reaction and an emotional she's not even like irrational, but like I feel like very rational, and that her dad's legacy was really important to her, and this market's important to her, and so I got her really pushing for this and really pressing on them to not sell. Though I also saw like they're fine to sell. They should be able to sell the market and do whatever they want. But I was kind of rooting for her to stick to her guns here and push through for like what she believed in. And so I really don't know. I thought it was really funny. There were things that I laughed out loud watching this movie.
Was funny?
I did.
Like intentionally funny?
Yeah. There's some jokes in this. So this worked for me way better than I expected. And there were definitely some weight watts and things that a little problematic, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Great, dude.
I do want to add something unrelated. I got a text message from Dick's Sporting Good.
Goods or good singular?
No, they only have one thing.
Just one
and
this time of
they're
year.
promoting their flash sale, and I don't think that Dick should be able to do a flash sale. So, a little Christmas market.
Holy crap.
Yeah, a little Christmas market. I love Kat Barrell. She's a barrel of fun, and she makes this movie better than it is. I don't disagree with Dan that it is very similar to a certain other Huszar movie that we saw during the holiday season. Perhaps it was even the same market. I'm not totally convinced that it was not. I did like their little meet cute at the train station. The train station was very well decorated in July. That's all that I really need in order to keep me engaged. But, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. I will say I'm a little foggy. There was a lot of discussion about what they could do with the space to make it make sense.
Listen.
And there were shipping containers involved. And I'll be honest, folks, I did tune out a bit during that. And so I apologize.
He kept asking me about the shipping containers over and over.
You know
again.
what the deal is with the shipping
Yeah,
containers?
they're going to like stack them and use them.
Why?
Because it's thematic with the harbor being filled with shipping containers.
No, so they can do it year round. It's like an indoor space without needing a whole building. So they can do it all year.
Okay.
How's it an indoor space without a building?
Inside the container.
Yeah.
That's like a portable.
You can't, I don't know, shipping containers, portable? No.
Well, they're moving them from the port.
Yeah. That's why they call them portable. And I will say, like, I really liked a lot of the miniatures early in the movie, but I thought that the big reveal at the end, the diorama, if you will, was quite trash.
Was terrible.
But I really like.
What?
When she go ahead, Brent. Go ahead.
But like when she
with the containers in the building?
When she unveils her thing,
Yeah.
You weren't a little underwhelmed.
That was one of the more disappointing things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay,
It wasn't
okay.
anything
All right,
special.
good.
Yeah.
But I really liked the how she would make miniatures of people in her life. I really like that.
Really
and if
good
anybody wants to, I know it's
Absolutely. It's
cutting
late,
it close
we're up
time wise,
against
but
it.
if anybody wants to bring me a little miniature of myself at Bramblefest, I'd really like that. I would keep myself in my pocket.
No flash.
No flash. No.
Flash.
This movie sucks. It is really, really bad. And by the time Kat Barrell unveils her miniature tiny town, I was fully on the side of big business. I was like fully convinced this market needed to close. I've never seen, like, this isn't a small town's livelihood. This isn't a small town's, like, way of life or tradition. This is a market next to a port filled with shipping containers. Maybe the world's worst spot for a market to be. This movie's bad. I'll take a step further. I don't think it is as bad as Melt My Heart, but that's just because the Walter Gregson seal made no sense. And this movie does at least make a little bit of sense into whose side everyone is on. I didn't think either lead was very good in this movie. And I love Kat Barrell. And I think Stephen Huszar has his moments. I didn't really feel like they had very good chemistry together. And I guess a lot of that boils down to I never bought that they were what they were selling. I never bought the idea that this market needed to be around. And I also didn't buy that it was Christmas time, no matter how much Christmas they threw on the screen. And boy, do they throw Christmas on the screen in this movie. Yeah, I just feel like Huszar is he's in a turtleneck to save a market. And that is his new thing, is if he's not a detective with Jane in the Jane mysteries, he is in a turtleneck. And my man gets down with some turtlenecks, and he looks great in the turtlenecks. Somebody got to him and was like, "You're a turtleneck boy," and he is. He's there to save a market in the turtleneck, and whatever. There's a reason this movie's in July, and it's not because it's accidentally good. This movie's real bad. I don't like it. Make no mistake, Brian is just wrong here. Like this is a movie, and I said this. Wrong? You were closer. I get how you got where you were, but. Okay. I said this to Bran while we were watching this. This movie feels like back in the Bill Abbott days, we would watch 16 of these a year. How like out of 40 movies, we get 16 movies that were this exact movie. And I don't miss them. And I don't want to go back there. And that's what this felt like, hard out.
Let's get to the all the feels where we talk about what in this movie gave us feels. We'll start with you, Bry Guy.
Yeah, my feels were twofold. One was number one, flash sale. Was like good for her for pushing through with small business support, even though it doesn't make any sense. Like it's not necessary, but she just has an emotional attachment, and so do all these people. And good for her for having the tenacity to stick with it and go up against big business, and big business for playing along for a little while. So kind of good job on both sides there to get to where we needed to be. The funniness of it. There were
the funniness, the humor,
the funniness,
the funniness, as we say.
There was a joke.
You got a lot of funniness.
The unsettled delayed stranger is my father's name is a funny joke. I thought that was a very funny line, and he delivered it great. So I got a good chuckle out of that, and that happened pretty early. So maybe if you get a funny in early, like it's yours to lose from my perspective. Like, and from then on, they just didn't really drop the ball.
Tell one funny joke at the beginning of the movie.
That's
the rest
all
of your
you have to
movie
do.
can
I'm an easy boy in that sense. And then the bit about the tangled lights and nobody can untangle it, and how like to throw it out just as it is, sort of as like an art demonstration, I thought was a really funny idea, and so I like that too. And so those are the things that gave me some feel. And I thought it felt cold. To me, it felt cold. I thought that maybe they shot like after like early in the wintertime or late winter. It felt cold to me.
Early or late?
Early or late? Who's
Not
to say? There's no way to know.
I alluded to it in my my hot take, but the miniatures that she gives to her friends not only again make me want like it doesn't have to look as good as hers look, because hers look great.
Dying for a minute.
I love a miniature. I love so. Well, I thanks in part to Sweet Beth Ann, I am into Christmas villages. I have a Christmas village. I'm always looking to add on to my Christmas village, and miniatures are a part of it. But the idea of having custom miniatures of the people in your life and gifting them to those people, and not only that, they did look like the people. And I thought that we give Hallmark, and rightfully so, a lot of grief for their art. And I felt like they actually did it and did it well. And so kudos to them. It made me very happy. And now all that I want for Christmas is a miniature of myself.
God, enough. Before Brian goes, in the chat, BrambleJamPlus.com.
Sure.
Laura says Brian shouldn't be allowed to review the movie at Bramblefest because of this take.
Oh, no. That's too far.
This was what I was afraid of.
Have you watched that one yet?
No.
That's too far. Brian's earned his stripes.
Thank you.
And he's wearing one. He's
wearing
one of them.
A stripe.
And one here and one up here.
Where?
Right? Is there another one?
Inside, interior
an
stripe?
exterior stripe?
3 stripes. So
stripes.
in your face, Laura.
It does look like one stripe that they made into 3, though. It could have been the same stripe.
That's sort of like a euphemism for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
3-stripe Brian.
Yeah.
But he's
really
more like
one stripe.
If
really
when you
just
get to
one.
know him, it's just one
It's
stripe.
just one
3
stripe.
different ways. Dan, any feels?
I mean, I think I already mentioned Huszar in a turtleneck.
Sure.
Dude
By golly.
can do it again.
More turtlenecks per capita than any other Hallmark leading man. He's in it.
He looks so good.
He's invested in the turtlenecks.
He looks so good in it. He doesn't look like a turtle at all.
No.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll break this movie down some more with the way one the What the Hallmark Huron. Deck the Hallmark. What's in that box?
What in the world is in that box? What you got in that box?
All right, let's get to the way what, everybody.
Couple of cans. Nope, sorry.
Couple
go
of
ahead.
cans of what?
Ooh.
No,
Whoop.
no.
Whoop butt.
Yeah. You're
Let's
with me.
get to the wait what. We're talking about Oh Little Christmas Market.
eBay haul?
Bry Guy, I know you really like the movie. You got any wait what?
Yeah, I found a few.
Okay.
I found a few. All of Archie's money is tied up in a vacant lot.
Yeah.
He's had it for at least 20 years, and he hasn't. He thought for that whole 20 years, I just got this lot. I don't have to work. I don't need to earn money. I'm just going to wait to sell it. Like, he hasn't earned any other money in 20 years doing anything else. And then we find out he inherited the lot. So he didn't even put money into the lot.
Nope.
That was a tough sell for me.
Yeah.
So he's just
It's
fully
stupid.
cashing out. Yeah, that part could have been worked out a little bit better. How is all your money tied up in something you didn't pay for? And so that was really distracting. And Mrs. Banks, this was a really funny one. She is the one who was holding the storage key. They had to go to the market to get the key from her. And as she handed the key over, and then she had these gloves on, and she did like a clap. But you heard that hand clap, but she's got these mittens on.
That's
so
good.
That's a good
really
way. What?
that's
Thank you,
good.
Brian.
That's
Maybe you can do the Saturday night show.
All right,
Maybe.
I'm working
Maybe
my way
that's
back.
not just one strike, three ways.
Maybe it's
It might
two.
be
Maybe it's two separate than looks. The inn was supposed to be fully booked, and we see exactly one scene of other people staying at the inn having breakfast. So, like, where the heck was everybody else? There was nobody else at the inn.
Nobody.
Maybe they were ghosts. Maybe
they
it
were
was a
ghosts.
haunted inn. And the last one is just that I know they had to do this in the story. This had to keep happening, but his phone rang so much. Like,
Yeah.
I get mine's on silent just about all
I
the time.
can't tell you the last time I've heard my phone
Yes.
ring.
Holy cow.
I don't know if I've had this phone almost 3 years. I don't know if I've ever heard it ring.
Really?
I literally don't know.
Is that it? He would never know.
Bring, bring,
Hel-
bring.
You should
Hello?
probably get that. You should.
Bring, bring, bring.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, who is this?
It's Ramon.
Ramon, did you, first of all, I don't know you, but second of all, I
How
want
are
to
you?
be very clear.
What's Ramon doing?
How is my phone on ring? It's on silent.
I put it on ring last night when you were sleeping.
All right.
How'd Ramon do
Ramon,
that?
are you Tracy?
No,
You're Ramon.
I'm a little bit Tracy.
Any
You're a little bit
relation?
Tracy.
I'm a lot of it Tracy.
You're a lot of it, Tracy.
Gotcha.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, bud. How did you get my phone while I was sleeping?
I broke into your house.
That makes
You broke into my house.
Well, you gave me the code.
I gave you the code? Really?
Well, in a sense,
Now, I have a security system.
Right.
And it's.
I
there's
have
an-
that code as well, Daniel.
You have that code
Yes,
as well.
sirree.
How do you have those two codes?
You gave them to me in a sense.
What sense
I
was that?
took them
Oh,
from your phone.
I don't love this. I don't love it. And then you turn my phone on ring so that today we would do a
in
bit.
case it came up.
Testing.
And
Where I would
God,
look-
am I happy it did.
So you did all that in case the phone thing came up today?
Yes, sir. I didn't like calling
Trace,
you
we're
sir.
going to
That
have
was,
to have a
Yeah,
talk
that's a
about
bit
personal
much.
boundaries.
you
This
want me to be
isn't-
closer? I'll move in. You have any spare rooms?
No, I want you to
I've
never,
come on hard times.
never break into my house again. Please.
Speaker Steve quit me.
I'm going to turn my
Fired
phone.
me is
I'm
another way to say it. We weren't in a relationship anymore.
I'm going to turn my phone off.
According
now,
to him.
Trace.
He quit me.
I'm going to turn my phone off. Bye-bye.
I need job. Anything else?
I stand corrected there.
no, that was a perfect way to end that.
Very good. I'm sorry, Huszar, you're not a fan of peppermint bark? What is wrong? What is wrong with you? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peppermint bark is amazing. That's like saying that you don't like air.
I mean, I'm not like I don't.
Don't you do it. No. This
Now
is where
you're
you
back
keep
on
your
the-
mouth shut.
You're back on the block.
This is
Big
a
Brother
classic
season. You're on the
Brian
block.
and Stephen Huszar
just-
don't eat carbohydrates. is what this is.
I can get somebody not having the right bark to get them into it early
Dude,
in their life.
I
bark, don't bite.
absolutely, I could go all, this may make Brand upset. I could go all season. I really could go all my life without a sugar cookie, without any sort of Christmas cookie. Doesn't do anything for me. Peppermint bark?
Peppermint bark is better than sugar cookie.
Thank you. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'd agree
Gosh,
with that.
a white chocolate even. That's what I want is a white chocolate peppermint bar. Man,
When he said that he's not a fan, I almost turned the TV off. I was so mad.
You would have been within your rights, I think.
I think I
Yeah,
would
would
have
have been.
I've earned
But
my
I was
stripes.
watching
You
too,
have
and
earned
I
those
wanted
stripes.
to.
Yeah,
You
Dan
wanted
wanted
to
to
finish.
I wanted
so-
to finish the movie.
It was important for you. But also, his dad is looking at the drawings that he provided. And I felt
Dude,
like the flair that he
hysterical.
was addressing looked a whole lot like all the other drawings that he made.
Very
wasn't
similar.
like
Yes.
some sort of crazy change in art style. Like it was like it looked really good and modern
It
and
looked like the same exact drawing, but he just did some shading.
yeah.
So the same lines, the same everything, and then we took one picture and he got the pencil sideways and did some shading. And he was like, "Look how distinct and crazy I am."
I think what his dad was saying is like I think that was just like a house and everything else that they do is
Whatever.
high rises, but it looked very similar in drawing. I know that she addresses this and she puts back on who's the guy that owns the plot of land?
Archie.
Archie says,
Rena's friend.
Rena's friend Archie. Archie's like, hey, I'm probably selling the land. And she's like, what about the market? And he says, the market was always supposed to be temporary. And then she says, it's been 20 years. And I don't think we spent enough time on that. I think when something has been there for 20 years, it was always meant to be goes out the window.
Correct.
It's not like 3 years went by and they're like, okay, it's been fun. It was a good little trial run. 20 years. This Christmas market can almost drink legally. That's how long it's been there.
Yeah.
And Archie's over there being like, Matt, it was really just temporary. That's one a heck of a temporary,
Yep.
brother.
Yeah, 2 decades.
And then at one point, I believe her mom throws in a Bon Appetit at some point, and I thought that was funny, so I wrote it down. Dana?
Yeah, this train station is wild. And when I say wild, I mean it's not a train station. It is a hotel lobby. There is a clear revolving door kind of thing in the front. And they've just plastered this train station with Christmas trees, which I don't know if you've ever been in a train station. You really want to be able to get to point A from point A to point B without any unnecessary accoutrement in your way.
Sure.
There are 10 Christmas trees in this train station. It's clearly a hotel lobby. And then behind the hotel desk, they just put up these side things and then put an Amtrak employee in there. It is a wild experience. Go back and look at this. It's the only thing crazier than the train station in this movie is the dock with all of the shipping containers because it's freezing cold outside. There's a dock with, it's basically the scene from the end of Iron Man 3, like all these shipping containers everywhere. And then there's one park bench with a corkboard and 6 Christmas trees.
It'll flyer like take a tab if you want a storage container.
This is not, guys, if you've ever been on a dock next to shipping containers, you're in the wrong place. You're lost. You're about to commit a crime of some sort. There's the only reasons you would be there. No one does things around shipping containers. That's where murders happen. And this place, they're like, we need to make it look homey. 1 park bench, 6 Christmas trees, corkboard. Just corkboard right there in case people are passersby. Just crazy. We find out that all of these vendors are full-time employees. Like this guy sells fudge 6 weeks out of the year, makes a living all year long. He's
fudge.
like, what am I going to do?
And soup.
What am I going to do if the market goes under? This is my livelihood. Bro, you sell fudge 6 weeks a year. This is a hobby at most.
Yeah, I think he hangs out around the shipping containers a little bit during the year.
Yeah, that corkboard. He's doing different things.
Listen,
that's just not.
you don't ask what's in the fudge.
absolutely.
Don't ask what's in the fudge.
We are vendors. We go and we sell things. If I could make a living selling Christmas shirts 6 weeks a year, do you think I wouldn't do it? Like, there's no world where you're making enough fudge in 6 weeks to really pay your bills in March. What are we talking about? It's crazy. Another classic deadline to sell something is Christmas Eve, which I always love. Very, very
Never gets
appreciative
old.
of
It
that.
always works.
Someone in this movie offers the sage advice that people will consider more than money if there's a bigger picture. You sure about that? I don't know if you know this, but billionaires typically are that way because they have zoomed out and decided that the biggest picture is money. Like that's not why people decide to give their money away, is because they decided that people are important. Like that just isn't how life works at all. And at the end of this movie, Kat Barrell's like, I couldn't possibly. They say that she's going to be able to run her something like
miniature shop.
Miniature shop. You get those miniature shop. If the guy can sell fudge for 6 weeks and make a living, imagine with the miniatures what she could do. Like you're going to get my only contingency here is that Kat Barrell gets a full-time miniature shop year-round. Whatever. Okay, fine. Okay, that's not the way.
It's also a class. Like she could do classes. So she's teaching.
She's gonna teach miniatures.
She's not just selling.
It's a miniature selling, miniature
Little,
teaching.
Amanda,
And
miniature,
she's like, I can't possibly do that. And she is right. She can't do that. She has a lot of other things to do. And then the woman pops up and is like, I can handle the B&B.
Yeah.
And then the dude pops up and goes, I can handle the current shop. Where have you guys been all movie? Where have you been all movie? All movie, she's stretched so thin and she has a passion and can't do it because she's trying to save the whole GD town. And you're over there, lips are sealed. And then all of a sudden she gets offered a free miniature shop. And everybody's like, she didn't have to do all the stuff she was doing. I sell fudge 6 weeks a year. I could have
I get a lot of time.
I could have helped out. I just didn't want to speak up until I knew the market was saved. You guys are the worst. You're the worst friends. That's all I got.
It's time for What the Hallmark is. Where we wonder what could have been. Maybe have it gives us clarity. Any questions we still have? What are we still wondering about? I'll start with you, Bry Guy.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation, one of my classic favorite movies.
Christmas Vacation.
That's right. In this movie, they do the similar thing with the date changes. They show the date changing,
Sure. Yeah.
and I love that. And first I thought like that. I wonder if that was written into the script. Is that a director call? Like who makes that call on? We're going to include this in the movie because it's obviously like, is it a throwback? Was this a nod to Christmas Vacation or did it just, I feel like every time I see it, it's a nod to Christmas Vacation. That's where it was famously done for me. So I want to kind of know who decided to do that. Is it a Christmas Vacation nod? And I did genuinely want to know how her business did. I thought there was a chance we were going to get a fast forward like a few years and just see, is it booming?
Yeah.
Would I kind of wanted to see that building too.
Sure. No, that's the big one. Like this is now going to be her thing. Everything that she pitched is for this thing. And how does it work? Does it work out? This was obviously a big leap of faith for Huszar's dad. This is not something that they normally do. Did it work out? Is it something they're going to replicate, or is it a one-off failed venture? I don't know. Dano?
Brian mentioned that they have a lit reindeer that's a mess. It's all tangled up, and they just decide to display that as art, right?
Yeah. Well, he fixes it eventually.
He does?
He untangles it, yeah.
He does untangle
He
it.
does.
I asked Bran. Bran
I didn't
said
see
he
him
didn't see it.
untangle it.
I didn't see it untangle
They put it up on the roof of the inn
very
there.
nice.
Great. Mine's done. Great. We did it.
Check.
It's time for Double Decker of the Week. It's where we dive deep into a life of a double decker. We signed up for Primogem Plus. It's 45 and 45, guys. I don't think we're gonna make it.
Oh no!
But you know what? There's still time. Why the
Still
heck not?
time. Christmas
We'll see-
miracle.
There's always
see
time.
how
If
good-
they tell one friend,
If every double
If each
decker tells
one-
one
yep.
friend, then we will make it. Let's get to today's double decker of the week. Someone who has signed up, and Brian Guy, you did a deep dive on their life. Dan, who do we have today?
We have Mary Beth Cole.
yeah,
Mary Beth Cole.
Mary Beth loves her community, wants to see it improve, like
Sure.
many people do with their own communities,
course.
and so she's got an idea she's brought to her town council, and really hoping to get people on board here. You've heard of like surge pricing, congestion pricing.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
Right, to try to control traffic and
Yeah.
also decentivize the people.
Decentivize.
De-incentivize.
There's the one.
She's
I like
trying to
decentivize.
decentivize though.
Decentivize.
And so she's got an idea she's presenting and collecting signatures on where it should be a contribution here. It's sort of a deterrent from traffic, but also help raise some money for the community.
Okay, just vague enough for me to be intrigued. What do we have?
Mary Beth is going to show up to town council with her idea for a Bill of Rights.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, isn't that...
What does that mean?
Well, it's obviously like you're going to get billed for every right turn you're taking now. And this is really going to do some good things.
You want to stop people from taking the easier turn?
No, they can take it. There's just we're going to
Wouldn't
raise
you bill them
some-
for left turns? You want people to turn right? It's way quicker. You can turn right on red.
That's the point. Is we're gonna make some serious. I mean, Mary Beth is gonna make some serious money for the town here, And
What town is billing right turns?
Well, we don't know where it's going to start. She's trying it in different places, but you got to start somewhere. And so she's thinking that every month everybody gets their bill of rights.
You gotta feel for the people who like on their normal drive home, turn right into like their neighborhood and right into their house, like.
But that means they're turning left on the whole way there.
Sure.
So
I guess
it's
you're
not
right.
really, so it's fair.
Well, how does a reversal work? If I'm
There's
reversing,
nothing there.
Okay.
There's no, you don't get it.
Yeah, right. That's a good
Yet?
idea. Well, I don't know what the plan is with that, but that's a good point.
Because I would just drive
backwards?
everywhere backwards.
Drive over backwards.
I can't get in trouble.
One
for that.
gear.
No, you're right.
That's the
And I'm sure
loophole.
people will try to do that. So,
Yeah.
but
So a little flaw in the system for the Bill of Rights. A
Little
lot
bit.
of people are going to be
I
driving
hope
backwards.
people don't hear about that.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? We did, everybody. Congratulations to us. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Dan's going to draw some more pictures talking about cruises and stuff. So coming back, it's going to be fun. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas! Deck the Hallmarks, the Bramble Jam
that
podcast
box?
produced by Brandon Gray and that Greenville, South Carolina. For more information on the show, go to deckthehallmark.com and at Deck the Hallmark on the socials. Leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcast and join our community via double-decker BrambleJamPlus.com, ad-free podcasting, live video watch-alongs, and movie chats, and so much more.
Okay, bye.
Hey,